blue butterfly, brown bear, and green turtle. These are the names that ICE puts on its prison blocks at the Dilley Detention facility. I just went and inspected this place, and it's awful. They put these nice names on the different sections of the detention center because they want to act like this is some kind of temporary residential facility for families and kids. But it isn't temporary. I was just talking to 5-year-olds that have been inside this prison in the desert for nearly a year. They say there's medical care, but I talked to 20-year-old women that had lumps in their arms that couldn't go see a doctor. They say that there's a dentist on site, but I was looking in little kids' mouths where they've had over a dozen cavities for months and they've been denied care. They say there's a school, but the high schoolers I talked to are told that they're just told to draw. Most of the teachers, quote unquote, there have no training in that, no license. They say they're going after the worst of the worst. There's not a single person in the Dilley Detention facility here in Texas who has any criminal record at all. Basically, everyone is a young woman or a young child. Our tax dollars should not be going to locking up kids in this country. Donald Trump keeps saying that he's got all this money to go to war, but not for healthcare. He says he's got all this money to lock up kids. 6,200 kids have been locked up by Donald Trump since the beginning of his administration. But he says that there isn't money to help people with their childcare. It's just sick. It's wrong. And that's why I'm calling for not just the closure of Dilley, but the closure of all of these detention centers that house families. Families and kids do not belong in prisons like this. An end for for-profit prison companies in this country, and not another penny for ICE and this sort of detention. And we're going to keep on raising our voices and holding them accountable until we get there.